Epstein files have come out, and I'm just horrified. I am horrified. These rich billionaires allegedly, and the children that I don't understand. They're eating the babies. That's what's happening. They're eating the babies, and there's this thing called adrenochrome. If you don't know what adrenochrome is, that's when you torture a child, and you keep torturing the child until their adrenal glands begin to pump up a bunch of adrenaline, and you take the blood from the child and you inject it in yourself. That is why these people are living so long and looking like vampire. They look scary. It is just so much sickness going on in this world. I'm reading the thing. I saw the thing about Bill Gates allegedly. I got to say everything allegedly because I mean, I don't have anything. I don't have no money if they come sue me, but I have to say allegedly. So allegedly, Bill Gates went to visit his good buddy Epstein, and I guess they were messing with the young girls, which is horrific because this guy who is mustacheless, and we really need to start questioning mustacheless men. This mustacheless man, Epstein, with these children on the PDF island, because we have to say PDF. So allegedly, Bill Gates is there. He's toying with young Russian girl. The Russian that talk like this. No, you cannot do that. He's toying with the young Russian young lady. And in toying with this young lady, Bill isn't using protection. Now, this is all alleged. It's in the files. But, now they're going to say, well, could these files be AI? Can they be altered? Who knows? So we're just going to keep saying alleged. So allegedly, Bill Gates slept with this young lady. And, this young lady that they're holding hostage or whatever the hell they're doing on this sick island burnt Bill Gates. So now Bill Gates, with his rich ass, sitting on billions and billions of dollars, now he's infected with an STD. Now his wife actually said that he infected her with an STD, that STD being chlamydia. So Bill, he freaks out. I guess he must have felt a burning or a tingling sensation. And you would think a guy with this amount of resources, there has to be somebody around him, somebody that the landscaper, the butler, somebody where he could be like, hey, I got down, I'm tingling. I don't know what's going on. So he's tingling. And this is one of the richest, smartest men on earth. He gave us Microsoft. I don't know if he created email. I guess billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars this guy's worth. So instead of him having a friend, instead of him using his technology to diagnose himself, he emails Epstein, asking Epstein, can he get him some antibiotics? And not only can he get him some antibiotics, but can he get him an antibiotic to where he could sneak it in his wife's glass or drink or whatever, could slip it on her where she doesn't know, so she's cured too. Mind you, this is the man that is pushing vaccines and telling us to eat certain meats. This is the man who couldn't even get any type of diagnosis without emailing a man. But this is who is in charge. This is who wants to destroy our water supply. Now I'm going to say allegedly because I need my Microsoft Windows. I don't want to get locked out. But this is what's happening. This is sick. It's sick. So he had chlamydia. Simple fix for chlamydia. Chlamydia, you need 1 gram of azithromycin. Knock it right out. And I'm telling you that as a pharmacist. If you don't know me, if you've never seen me before, whoever's watching me, I'm a PharmD, RPH pharmacist who's been a pharmacist for over 20 years, graduated in 2002, 23 years as a registered pharmacist. And Bill, you could have called me. And for $2 million, I would have got you the azithromycin. I would have got you 4 tabs, 4 500 milligram tabs. And you could have knocked it out and probably saved your marriage. Imagine the horror on Melinda Gates' face when she went to that bathroom. And now she's on fire. She's in a mansion in Washington overlooking the ocean, some of the most expensive property on planet Earth. And she wake up to pee and she's on fire. And there's a smell. And Bill is sitting there looking crazy. And it even goes to say how dumb we are as men. Just men are disgusting. We're dumb. Because you would think with that level of power and influence that you would be able to get the $2 antibiotics to wipe out the chlamydia. The $2 antibiotics has cost this man what? $50 billion in a divorce? Half of his shit is gone. Mind you, it's still disgusting that they're on this island with these minors and they're selling children. They're selling the kids. As regular working people are working their asses off every day, getting up, going to work, whether you're a pharmacist, a truck driver, a nurse, or an idiot like me that has to jump up and do 1 million videos to get attention to sell 10 tickets in the comedy club, we're all working our asses off while these greedy fucks live these lives. These gluttonous, sadistic lives. And it's still not enough. They need the babies. I'm appalled, to say the least. I am absolutely appalled. And it's sickening. And Donald Trump, he's crying. I didn't know the guy. I never knew him, didn't see him. Didn't see the guy. Don't know the guy. And we have hundreds of videos of him with the guy. They're dancing. They're with the young ladies, patting each other on the back, high fives. I am disgusted and appalled. I really am. And this is just really like pull back the covers of the world of this system that we live in, man. We damn near just all like little cogs in a wheel, in the wheel, and we're fighting amongst each other. These billionaires are getting away with this shit as we fight amongst each other in regards to racism and all this old bullshit. It's all racism, political line. It's all bullshit to keep us fighting amongst one another while they eat us alive. So now the tactic is, hey, look, they kind of got us cornered. So now what they doing? Now they want to feed us celebrities. Now they're trying to, they're saying Jay-Z and all these celebrities was involved with this shit. And if they knew or came in contact with this man Epstein, he felt so above these guys, they didn't have access to this shit. They wasn't letting Jay-Z into that shit, bro. Like, I don't think blacks were allowed. And as Epstein said, he didn't want no niggas, no nigga women coming to the club. So the first time in history, racism has protected our black girls. Racism protected our black youth. For the first time, it worked in history. It worked in our favor. Just sick. Just sick, man. And I'm watching this guy. Understand, I did a little bit of research. Epstein was a man who never finished college. Just like, I don't know if he finished high school. Just walked into a fucking school and was teaching high school. He was a high school physics teacher with no credentials, no background, nothing. Can you say white privilege? Imagine one of your black asses just go show up in a school and start teaching. Just imagine. And he's in one of them rich ass schools in New York. So they found out he doesn't have credentials. They get rid of him. Only for him to become like the head of Bear Stearns, which is one of the largest investment firms on planet Earth. And he goes from that to hooking up with a guy named Lex Wexner, who owned like the Limited. He's a billionaire who owned like the Limited or some shit. I don't know the name. And he becomes the power of attorney of his estate, to where this motherfucker bought this man the biggest townhouse in New York City. So I'm guessing this guy is some type of COINTEL. He's a spy. How do you go from a high school teacher, a fake high school teacher with no college degree, to a billionaire? Where the fuck? Where does this come from? But this happened to him. It would never happen to any of our black asses. I can promise you that shit. It's not gonna happen. Because we don't have the complexion. Sick. Absolutely sick. And all these people involved, everything is above the pay grade. Matter of fact, he went to jail. This is how powerful he was. He goes to jail the first time, get caught with the little girls. He gets caught. He gets like, his jail time is like a few months, and they put him in jail, and he can go and work and just come back to jail. He could leave. As he leave as he felt and come back. What kind of shit is that? Didn't even get a charge for being like a predator, a sex predator, this whole time. And then even when he was teaching the high school, his creepy ass showing up to the high school parties with the girls, there was already complaints. Where the fuck? Who is this? So to the point, the heat comes down. They lock his ass up for real in 2019. And by some strange reason, they jail him and he's in jail 2 days, and he somehow takes himself out. Isn't that ironic? And he has all the richest people on earth in his back pocket. That's when they got on the phone and said, listen, we got to get him up out of here. The heat is on. As they're on the phone and the adrenochrome baby blood is dripping down their chins, as they're selling you propaganda, telling us to fight amongst each other with the baby blood dripping down their chins, they ordered him to be taken out. Somebody went in that cell and took care of that business. He was probably sitting there with them glasses on the tip of his nose. You know, he ain't got no stash, glasses on the tip of his nose. And they just said, hey, it's time. And some big hands grabbed him and took care of that real quick. To the point where the tape was altered. They watching the thing, 2 minutes of the tape is cut out. I mean, this is crazy. Everybody was on this island. You know who else was on the island? This guy right here. He's on the island. Let me show y'all this. Yeah. Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking was paralyzed from the neck down and had to talk through a computer. The man couldn't move. And I don't know who threw this body, the caterpillar man they just threw him in. Somebody had to throw him on the girls so he could get. Imagine the horror of these young ladies who were sold into bondage. Imagine the horror when this body is thrown on you and it just, hi. He's sitting there and, oh God, yeah, that feels great. I want you to kiss on me, touch me. I want to do. Imagine the horror. Imagine. It's sick. And it goes on and on and on. But what they're not going to do, and don't fall for this bullshit. Don't fall for the celebrity bullshit. The Jay-Z, the Pusha, all that's some bullshit. Them niggas, listen, man, they was so low tier in this group. And what I'm not going to do is sit up here. Look, everybody knew this motherfucker. Like, I'm sure the blacks, they didn't have no idea. They didn't. I'm sorry. I'm not falling for that shit. No, I'm not going to fall for that. They didn't have no idea. They just thought he's the powerful guy with the powerful people. All the rappers and entertainers and everybody involved in hip hop were nothing more than peons to these people. Yes, you can have 1 billion or 2 billion as Jay-Z does. But we're talking about he fucking with the people with 300 and 400 billion. That's a different level. That's a different level. The difference between $1 million, the difference in 1 million seconds and 1 billion seconds. 1 million seconds is 11 days. 1 billion seconds is 36 years. You want to do the math on that? So you look at Jay's wealth to these people at 2 billion. Okay, he's at 72 years at 2 billion. Now when you go 400 billion, they're at about 1,500 years of age. That's how many years they got on them in wealth. So I'm not going to fall for this bullshit. And nobody has been taken down. And what they're trying to do, They're trying to find a way to figure out some type of pawn to take the hit for this shit. But as you notice, nobody's gone to jail yet. As R. Kelly is rotting away, as Diddy is rotting away, none of these people involved in this shit have gone to jail because they own everything. They own the ISPs, the services. They own all this shit. Now, Elon Musk was also in these files. Do I believe? I don't know, because wouldn't Elon owning Twitter just shut this shit down? Couldn't he just block all Epstein talk? But for whatever reason, he's letting this shit fly. And I'm just not just saying that because I drive a Tesla and because I don't want my shit getting turned off. I'm just saying, why would he let people continuously talk about this shit if it wasn't true? What's going on here? But Stephen Hawking, look at this picture, y'all. Just look at it. Look at it. He can't even do shit. They got to put the straw in the mouth for this nigga to drink his Bloody Mary or whatever the hell that is. I wouldn't even think he wanted no ass in this condition. Just disgust. Listen, it's disgusting, y'all. It's disgusting. And listen, while y'all are here, please join my Patreon at LeVar Walker. I'm going to be bringing you behind the scenes. I'm about to really show y'all the shit that goes on in this comedy world. I'm going to show y'all the hate. I'm going to show y'all the fake shit. I'm going to show y'all all that shit. Fuck this. I'm pulling the sheets back on this shit. If y'all thought Cat Williams talked some shit, join my Patreon and see what the hell I got to talk about.